This is the WINWING PFP-3N, a full-scale replica of the Boeing 737 CDU that you can use with your flight simulator. This device is a huge game changer since a CDU would typically cost around €500 or more, and WINWING is somehow able to pull off selling this product for just €125, which is truly mind-blowing. Now obviously, regardless of the price, the product is no good if it doesn't function properly, so in this video we'll be having a look at its features and my personal experience using it. And while I did get the product for free, I am not obliged to praise it in any way, and this video is just about my honest opinion and not an advertisement for the product or company. As usual, let's get started with the contents of the box. You'll get the CDU, 2 mounting brackets, a USB-C cable, double-sided adhesive dots, some screws, nuts, and a few tools. You have 2 different ways that you can mount it using the included mounting brackets. Personally, I like it laying more flat thanks to the stability. There's also an option to buy a desk mount if you prefer such a setup. On the software side, you have to install their program called SimApp Pro, which will handle the communication between the physical CDU and the flight simulator. It also lets you test all the buttons, lights, and see the readings of the light sensors. More interestingly though, you can switch the function of the CDU between controlling the captain's CDU, first officer's CDU, or the observer's CDU if the airplane you're flying has one. Now let's talk about the quality and feel of the product, as well as my overall experience with it. For starters, the buttons all feel good. The only thing which might surprise you is that they're squishy and feel like rubber, but I have a much more expensive CDU which also uses rubber feeling buttons, so maybe that's just how it is on the real plane. As a whole, the product feels sturdy and replicates the look of the CDU extremely well. The only thing which you would notice is off is the font, but this can actually be changed, so if you have the real font Boeing uses for the CDU, you can just upload it to SimApp Pro and configure it there. Another neat feature is that you can customize all the colors, so if you want to go for a more old school CDU, you could do that by making the text green. And yes, I had to put Comic Sans on it, which was quite horrifying. Anyway, the CDU also comes with nice backlighting, which can be adjusted dynamically based on the reading from the light sensors. However, you can also synchronize it to your game so it matches the backlighting strength in your simulator. The same logic can also be applied to the screen brightness, except that can also be controlled using the buttons on the CDU itself. Unfortunately, I cannot provide you with a list of all the compatible aircraft since they haven't added it to their website yet. I believe they will also make the CDU compatible with other Boeing aircraft outside of the 737 family, since most of the CDUs are basically the same. Now to give you my final conclusion, despite the small details, I'm amazed that you can get something so useful and customizable for just €125. If you already have a side stick and throttles, my next go-to device would be this CDU, since you have to interact with it so much during the flight, and for €125 it's worth every cent. And for those who prefer other aircraft types, they offer different variants to match the Boeing 747, the Boeing 777, as well as an Airbus MCDU version. I hope you found this review helpful, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment and I'll try to answer them for you. And for more Flight Simulator content, feel free to leave a like and maybe even subscribe to the channel.